I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com. I'm really excited today. This is something we've known about for a long time, and it's finally here. We chose not to talk about it until it was real, until I had it in my hand so I could give you real information, which is important to us. I think this is the most significant piece of safety gear to come to racing, track, and performance sport riding. This is the Alpinestars Tech-Air Race Airbag System. Okay, let's focus a little bit right now on the Tech Air race itself. I'm just going to give you bullet points. We're going to have a lot more information about this very technical piece. In future videos, we're going to go through firmware settings, changing it from street to race, recharging, all the above, right? We'll go through that together because, well, I've got one of these for myself, of course. I've owned and ridden in the Dyna's D-Air, and now I'm switching over to the Alpinestars Tech-Air race. Let's begin with the vest itself. Let's talk about cost. It's $1149.95. That's going to get you the vest as you see it here. We've got an integrated back protector, okay? Before I talk about this too much, now let's talk about the second part of the equation, right? You need to have a garment that is Tech Air compatible. The list of options for the race version, got them all right here. This is the GP Tech V2 Tech Air compatible race suit, $1999.95, so $2,000. You put those two together, right? You're at $3149. This all by itself, I would argue, could be called the best race suit on the planet, okay? All by itself, and you can stack that airbag on it for an additional $1149.95 and have that cutting edge performance, okay? This is a good price for that suit. Remember, this suit can be worn without the airbag. You do not have to buy the airbag to own any one of these garments that we're going to be talking about now. Continuing on with the suits. We have the GP Pro V2 airbag compatible suit, $1349.95. Once again, can be worn with or without the race airbag system. Now, this is one of my favorite pieces in the collection, okay? This is the missile suit. It is Tech Air compatible. By itself, it's a great race suit, $999.95. So if you take the missile at $1,000, add that vest on top of it, you're at $2149. You've got a great road race suit, and underneath it, you have cutting edge airbag protection. That is a tremendous value. Now, we've got a lot of riders, right? They're doing track days, they're doing racing, and they do still do some street riding. And what is awesome about this, one of my favorite things, is you guys know I love value, right? It's a big investment. You can take this and switch it from race to street mode. And then we have 3 garments that you can put this in. We're going to show you one of them right now. This is the Missile Tech Air compatible leather jacket, $599, okay? Switch the mode. We'll show you how to do that in a future video. Zip it in, and you are out on the street using the same airbag vest that you put underneath your race suit, and that is huge value add in my opinion, right? You're going to get a lot more out of your investment. There's 2 more jacket options. We don't have those in front of us here today. They are the GP Tech airbag compatible jacket. That's $999.95. I want you to think of that as like the top half of this race suit. And for more of an urban style, they have their Oscar Charlie leather jacket, which is also Tech Air compatible, and that sells for $649. Okay, now we're going to focus on the Tech Air race itself. This is available in multiple sizes. The size suit that you wear is going to dictate which size you need for this, okay? Size small is 44 to 46 euro race suit. Size medium is 48 to 50 euro race suit. Size large will do 52 to 54 in the race suit. 56, my size, is extra large and it only fits into the 56. Then we have double X, which will do 58 to 60 euro. 60 euro is the largest suit that you can get a Tech Air compatible vest for at this point. Now, let's talk about size. This is a question I've gotten more than once at this point. Hey, with the airbag vest, do I need to order my suit one size larger than I would normally wear to allow for that? The answer to that is absolutely not. I'm going to show you why the answer to that is no. It's all the stretch paneling built into these garments to accommodate the inflation of the airbag in the vest. You can see here on this GP Tech suit, look at this. Tremendous stretch paneling. Even in the four-way stretch, they incorporated another expansion panel. The shoulder, up here into the collarbone region. Extensive stretch here in the chest, right? Because this thing inflates everywhere. We're going to show you that in a second. There is a benefit that's picked up too with any of these Tech Air compatible garments, even if you're not going to go with the vest, right? Or you get it down the road. All these additional stretch panels allow this to move with you in a very unique manner. The stretch panel makes it fight you less, it makes it easier to ride, and it requires less energy to compensate for wearing the garment. Okay, now we'll talk about technical features and benefits for the vest itself. I want to start with, okay, what's the coverage area going to be? That's pretty easy. Pretty much if you see vest, well, there's airbag there. You can see right through the mesh paneling here, right? There is airbag. Up into the shoulder, upper arm, airbag. Up into the upper shoulder, collarbone region, kidney region. Now we get to the integrated back protector, right? This whole gig is CE certified. It's going to inflate in race mode in 45 milliseconds. It's going to stay inflated to 5 seconds. It'll deflate on its own, right? And it is guaranteed to give you that CE certified protection within that range. You can see back here, this is where it plugs into the suit. There's a charging port down here. We have LEDs that are built into the sleeve of each compatible garment. I'm going to show you states of charge and ready. Once again, we will cover that in future video. But basically, coverage area, anywhere that you see vest, that is where it is going to inflate and protect the rider in the event of a wreck. In race mode, right, when you have this set to race mode, we've got 2 argon gas cartridges in here. In race mode, it only needs to fire 1 at a time. So you could effectively crash twice with the vest and be protected each time. Now, if you switch this from race to street mode, what's going to happen is it needs to fire both cartridges at once. It's going to inflate faster. When you look at a racetrack crash and you look at a street crash, they are completely different animals at the end of the day. In the street, you need to plan for kind of worst of the worst. You could be impacting an inanimate object, and speed is very important. So it'll fire both of the cartridges at once on the street. In race mode, you'll be able to enjoy, if you call it enjoying it, 2 independent inflations. This has been a long time coming. I can remember the first time I met the owner of Alpinestars. God, it was 2011, maybe it was 2012. Was out at A-Stars doing some product stuff, some videos, some training, and I got to go to lunch with my buddy Scott Link and the owner of Alpinestars and meet him. The topic of conversation, the whole lunch, was the airbag system. Gabriele was deeply involved in that from then all the way up until now. And to see how patient they were before they brought this to the consumer market, that says a lot. I can remember, probably 2013 or 14, some product videos out there. And we showed the airbag version they had for the racers. It was our sponsored guys, Martin Cardenas, right? Team Hammer rider, of course, championship super sport guy. And I showed the airbag system that wasn't his Alpinestars race suit way back then. And now fast forward to this. Sometimes, it's like when you're racing a bike, right? You're on a track day, you're coming out of the corner, you're on your leader bike. You really want to get to that throttle right away. You want to be the first one to the throttle. But the truth is, oftentimes the best approach is to let that speed come to you, and you got to be patient for a minute before you get on the throttle so you get better drive out of the corner. And that's exactly what they did here. They waited until it was right. When you make an investment in a technical piece of gear like this, support, and this is something we learned, trust me when I tell you, with airbag stuff and suits, support, it's a really big deal. With Alpinestars, we've been working with them since we started, 2006. We've sold millions upon millions of dollars worth of their gear. Certainly warranty claims have come up. They have always done a good job servicing that, and that's gotten better year over year. And that's something I really appreciate because we sell it to you. We're accountable for you having a good experience, and they make that a lot easier for me. Now with this, they have staff here that are trained on this, right? Big time. They have parts here to work on it and service it now. They will have fast turnaround. They will be able to meet your expectations and support this product, which in my mind is very important considering the investment made into the garment. We're going to wrap up this intro. We're just showing you what it takes to get it into the race suit. We're going to start off with this GP Tech V2. Size 56, this is an extra large. This is the size that is supposed to fit in this suit. You're going to want to unzip, very simple, right? You want to come down here. Your connector is going to be hidden away in this little pocket if you've not been using it or if you're installing for the first time. You will then reach, pull that out like this. That plugs into the actual vest itself. Also, up here in the collar area of the suit, under the Velcro patch here, I need you to pull this out. You'll see there is another Velcro panel behind that. I want you to go ahead and reattach the back of the inner liner there and fold this flap down. And actually, I was a little high there. You want to be able to get that flap to just kind of come down and not bunch up. So just like that, now we have that big panel of Velcro right there. Let me try and turn it so you can see it. There are corresponding Velcro patches on the airbag itself. They are in the same size and shape of the panels inside the suit, so it really makes this pretty easy. This does also include a removable waist belt to help you kind of dial in the fit of the back protector. The way this fits me, I don't need that. I would be able to ride as is, but we'll show you what it takes now to install this. I'm going to open up with plugging this in. Push it in until you hear a positive click, so it's engaged. Slight tug, you know it's not coming out. There's other things here. There's the charging port, the switch. We'll talk about those things later. Just zip it in right now. Lay it in place. Open up your sleeve a little bit to find those corresponding patches. And line this up accurately, okay? So take your time here and make sure that you've got that completely engaged. We're going to come to the circular panel here. Roll that sleeve over. Get that one lined up, like so. And I'm kind of working from one side to the next. This is the way that I found it worked best. If there's anything updated, we will absolutely come out with that. Here, back of the suit and the neck. Make sure that's fully engaged. Repeat the same process here on the sleeve, right? Start with that one at the top of the upper arm. I want you to get that lined up just right. Fully engaged. Same deal there. Okay, now tuck your sleeves back into the race suit. And to finish this up, we will zip it into the color-coordinated zippers built into the race suit. Of course, all top quality YKK stuff, right? As you would expect from Alpinestars. Zip that into place, come to the other side, and repeat that process. Tuck it down into the suit like so. And you are now ready to go. Putting the suit on for the first time with this in there, right? Yeah, you definitely noticed it. It didn't, like I said, it didn't feel bulky. It didn't really seem to change the fit for me. The expansion panels worked great. You do kind of notice it, but after putting it on and off a couple of times, that disappears. It's almost like the first time you wear a race suit. It's a little different, right? For sure, it's a little different. But once you've done it a couple of times, that just disappears. This thing truly integrates into it in an almost seamless manner. Like I said earlier, this is really an intro to this product for us. There's a lot to be learned as we move forward. We're going to bring out a lot of different training aids and materials to really help support our STG customers with this product. We respect the size of the investments that is made if you choose to purchase this, and we want to make sure that we're here to hold up our end and support you all the way through it. I'm Brian Van. This is the all-new Alpinestars Tech-Air Race Airbag System, sportbiketrackgear.com.